Hello all, Andy Drifter here. Thank you for tuning in. And today's video, it's going to be a cautionary tale about my Aaron Rodgers and Dak Prescott fake autograph experience. Just a little background about myself. I did collect baseball cards heavy when I was a kid. Unfortunately, that was the 80s and 90s. For those of you that collected in those eras, you know the pain of those cards not really having any monetary value, although for me they still have some nostalgic value. I took a break from cards and autographs in college and in my 20s and 30s, but I got back into it in 2014. So in 2015, I was at the Bridgewater Mall in Bridgewater, New Jersey, and on the lower level, there was a store called Sports Fever, which was absolute paradise for anybody that collects sports memorabilia and autographs. I mean, they had signatures from everybody that you can imagine. And I found out that Sports Fever, they had multiple locations. They had one in Dover, Delaware. We'll talk about that one in a minute. They also had stores in New York, Connecticut, and another one in Pennsylvania, I believe. So in 2016, I purchased this Aaron Rodgers 8x10 autograph photo. I paid $100 for it. As you can see, there is a certificate of authenticity. At the time, Sports Fever, they authenticated all their own items. FYI, anybody can just print out their own certificate. This turned out to backfire on me, and we'll get to that in a second. I also purchased a Dak Prescott autograph. That was also an 8x10 photo. I purchased that for a dear friend of mine, and I paid $100 for that as well. Now back then, I'm talking about 2016, I was still a little green as far as autographs and baseball cards go, so maybe I should have realized something was up when I only paid $100 for each. I thought the price was good, but I didn't think it was too good to be true. At the end of 2017, local police busted the Dover, Delaware Sports Fever location for selling fake autographs. And well, if one autograph is fake, you can just kind of assume all the other ones are as well. Now again, this happened back in 2017. However, I did not discover it till recently. So last month, that's the beginning of September, I attended the Chicago Sports Spectacular. By the way, I live in Chicago now. And Beckett was on hand authenticating items brought in from the outside. So I submitted my Aaron Rodgers autograph photo, and well, I was told without a shadow of a doubt that my autograph was a fugazi. Beckett here, their authenticators, they listed a host of reasons as to why they felt the autograph was fake. The Beckett rep, who was one hell of a nice guy, he tried to comfort me by telling me that I could present this letter to wherever I purchased it from. Well, that's when I told him that that place was shut down for selling fake autographs, so in this case, I just had to eat the loss. So even though I'm an Eagles fan, Aaron Rodgers, he's my favorite player of all time, so when I got the news back that my autograph was fake, I was pretty bummed, as you can imagine. So I guess my experience, it begs the question, should you only purchase autographs with the JSA, PSA, or Beckett authentication stickers on it? I'm going to say no. I've had plenty of good experiences with local memorabilia stores who authenticate their own items. Just north of me in Waukesha, Wisconsin, which is just outside Milwaukee, is a place called Waukesha Sports Cards, and they specialize in Packers, Brewers, and Bucks memorabilia, and they have an impeccable reputation. Another chain of stores on the East Coast called New England Picture. Of course, they specialize in Red Sox and Patriots and Bruins and Celtics autographs. They have a very solid reputation as well. Matter of fact, this Gronk autograph and this Holyfield autograph I purchased from New England Picture, and I have no doubt that they are authentic. Now, most of my autographs in my collection, and when I say most, I'm going to say 60 to 70%, were autographs that I obtained in person. You know, obtaining the autographs firsthand, it removes any shadow of a doubt about its authenticity. But going back to my experience with Sports Fever, you know, what could I have done? They were an established store with multiple locations. They had a solid reputation at the time. I guess the red flag that I should have noticed was the price point. $100 for an Aaron Rodgers or a Dak Prescott autograph. It was just too good to be true, and I should have realized it back then. So yes, I was hoodwinked, bamboozled, and led astray. That's what Ja Rule said after the Fire Festival. But listen, the silver lining in my story, it could have been much, much worse. I could have spent $2,000 or $20,000 at those stores. I was in those stores many of times and tempted to buy more autographs. But like I said before, I like to get my autographs in person. So I can only be thankful that I did not spend more money, and all I did was lose $200. So listen, I want to thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already, hit subscribe to my channel. If you're a sports fan, I think you're going to enjoy what I have coming up next. So on that note, take care, be healthy, and be safe, and I will see you again next time. This is Andy Drifter signing off.